Welcome to this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore. I'm your host, Dr. Marshall Kamina. Joining me today is Mayor John Marchand from the city of Livermore. Welcome. We're sure pleased to have you back again today.
Always good to be back, Marshall.
What topics might you like to cover in today's Mayor's Choice?
Well, so first thing, I'm always impressed at how the community steps up to make a difference. And this is why Livermore continues to be the remarkable place that it is. But we had a community cleanup day. You know, we have our annual community service day, but one of my initiatives is to clean up the city and to keep it clean. So we have this volunteer day where we do a litter cleanup. And I maintain that if the mayor can be out there picking up trash, anybody can.
But what better place than the center of town?
Well, actually, we were in the south of town. We were on Vineyard Avenue.
No.
And we were along the bike path and along Vineyard Avenue. We had 30 volunteers that were out there taking their Saturday morning to clean up the community. And we picked up over 200 pounds of litter. It was staggering, but 200 pounds of litter. But the people came out there. It looks so much better now. So when you drive down Vineyard Avenue, it looks good. Another thing I want to remind everybody of, because we're coming up on the month of April. April 1st, if you remember, 1876, Livermore was incorporated. So we're coming up on the 150th anniversary of the incorporation of the city, of when we actually became a city. You know, we were platted out in 1869. But we became a city in 1876. So we're going to be kicking off a series of celebrations through the course of the year. It's going to kick off on May 28th with my State of the City address. And then that's going to be right here on TV 30.
What group is putting it on?
Well, it's going to be the City of Livermore, and we're going to work with Rotary and a bunch of other different folks for this celebration. But the City of Livermore is going to be leading this because it's our 150th anniversary. Also, June 6th, there's going to be a celebration. That's going to be the 125th anniversary of the light bulb. You know, when Dennis Bernal gave the light bulb to the fire department. So it's been burning continuously with just a couple of hiccups for 125 years. So we're going to have June 6th. This is going to be the celebration of the light bulb, but starting in May, we'll have the celebration of the 150th anniversary of incorporation of Livermore.
Every time I hear about the light bulb, I have a little bit of a tear because I always enjoyed it being at station number 1. But it's at station number 9 because we had to renumber them when Pleasanton joined our fire department.
I think it's station number 6, isn't it?
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Is it traveling around?
It's still... So it's 1 through 5 in Pleasanton, and 6 through 10.
Yeah, it's got to be 6.
So yep. we're 6. So we're the first one. We're number 1 after 5.
That was so tough for me. I had a hard time.
But the fact that it's in the Guinness Book of Records and the Ripley's Believe It or Not, we're still acknowledged as having the oldest light bulb, oldest continuously burning light bulb in the world. So look for those celebrations in the near future.
I certainly will. Thank you. Now, Livermore is going to be updating its general plan. You call it Imagine 2045. That you would call that because that's the year when you term limit out. The current plan was adopted in 2004, and the next updated one will look ahead to the next 20 years.
Yep.
If you could tell us a bit about what that's going to encompass and the process, I would appreciate it. And is there any opportunity for the public to be involved?
Absolutely. So the interesting thing of it is you and I were both involved in the last general plan update. And that was, we started that in 2002. You were on the council, and the downtown specific plan was pulled out specifically for the downtown consideration by the council. So when we did that, and we released it in 2004, as you said, the guesstimate, and we're looking 25 years in the future, we were figuring that the population of Livermore was going to be 95,000 people. And we got up to 90,000 and the pandemic hit. Yeah. So we're kind of around 85,000 right now. But considering we were looking in the crystal ball going forward 25 years, I think we hit it pretty close.
I think we did too.
So I was actually appointed to the General Plan Advisory Committee and was working with for about a year. And then I got promoted. Then I got elected mayor, so I had to roll off of the committee. But over the course of these last couple of years, 3 years, it's been there have been 34 meetings of the General Plan Update Committee. They had 48 outreach events. We've had online engagement, multiple planning commission and city council meetings. But this is a long-range planning document about the mobility and travel, open space protection, how the community remains safe and healthy and continues to thrive. It's about housing and job growth and being able to make sure that we have the areas zoned in the city to accommodate the future housing growth, the future industrial growth, jobs, so that there's actually a plan moving forward. Because if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So it's this long-range planning document that we're putting the finishing touches on now. They just released the draft. It includes new state requirements, introducing new themes like community health, environmental justice, science and innovation, tourism. So the draft general plan, those documents are now available. The public can go to imaginelivermore2045.org, and 2045 is the planning horizon. So we're at when we started this, it was 2023, and so that was the planning horizon, and now we're 2026, so we're looking 25 years into the future, so that's 2045. So Imagine Livermore 2045. We are going to be collecting community input through April. Specifically, the draft EIR comments are due by April 24th at 5 p.m. The document is 748 pages long. I've gone through every one of them, and but certainly looking for the public comment at the same time. The Planning Commission is going to be providing feedback at the April 12th meeting. The City Council will hear this on May 11th, and final adoption is planned for July 2026. So we encourage the public to comment and go to imaginelivermore2045.org and look forward to the public comments. And as I said, we've had 34 meetings, 48 outreach events, so we've been collecting information and ideas from the community the whole time. But we're starting to roll this package up, and this is people's last chance to have a comment.
That's really pretty exciting.
It is. The fact that you and I both worked on the last one, and to see this one, and the process that it went through, the tremendous amounts of public input, and the outreach to the community about what do you want Livermore to look like in 2045, and recognizing that there are things that we can control and things that we can't. We can't control development that's going in over the hills, over the Altamont, but we can control what Livermore looks like for the next 25 years.
Well, I can't help but think that one of the previous council members, Don Miller, would be very proud of us.
Let's hope so.
Yes. You know, it's not commonly known that the police department has some military equipment. And they recently held a community meeting at the library regarding the annual military equipment use report. I wonder if you could give us a summary of those topics and the purpose of the meeting. And if anyone from the public missed the meeting and has questions, where might they go?
Okay, so AB 481 requires that we have this, have a public meeting to identify what is commonly called military equipment. Now, this is the weaponry that they use, the ammunition that they use, in fact, even how you get from the crisis areas, the personnel carriers. Those are all, they can be construed as military equipment.
I see.
The beanbag launchers, for example, those can be considered military equipment. As I said, the weaponry reviews, the SWAT team and the like. So these are called military equipment, but they're all in common usage by most law enforcement. But full transparency, we want the public to know what we're using. Now, personally, I want our police officers to have at least as good equipment as the bad guys.
And training.
Yeah, absolutely, and we train. We've got the Special Weapons and Tactics, the SWAT team, which does a tremendous job, and they train continuously. It's not they don't just suddenly pop up and have these skills. The Bearcat personnel carrier that we have, well, we got a grant for that. So either the grant would have gone to somebody else, and we wouldn't have had this piece of equipment, or we do have this, and it's an armored personnel carrier. These are tools that we use, these command vehicles that we have, the drones that we have. Those are all tools, and we have policies to ensure that these tools are being used correctly, that they're being to protect public safety. And this really is the goal. So this meeting that we have is to let the community know what the equipment that we have and how it's being used, the policies that ensure that it's being used appropriately. But for example, I go back to June 2nd, 2020, when there was, the term is called wilding, where large crowds of people come in and destroy a downtown. And you may have remembered that there was the gangs that descended on Bayfair.
Oh, yes.
And they completely trashed Bayfair. Well, we were monitoring the chatter that they were going to go shopping in Livermore. So we pulled the Bearcat out, and we got the street sweepers out and blocked the road so that they couldn't come into town.
I see.
And but you can't requisition this stuff when you need it. You have to have it, and you have to train on the right equipment. So this is why we have this equipment, is to protect the public. And we let them know what we have and how the training is. If people couldn't attend the program, they can go to SGORD, and that's SGOARD. That's Stephen Gord, who was our PIO for quite a while. So SGOARD, SGORD, at livermoreca.gov. They can send him an email, or they can go to police.livermoreca.gov and check out the information there as well.
Thank you. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back on this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore in just a moment. Welcome back to this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore. We're here talking with Mayor John Marchand from the city of Livermore, coincidentally.
Yeah.
Now, this is the time of year when the sister city is active on the Livermore side. And the sister city, as you well know, is called Yoshikaido from Japan, and they're enjoying its biannual visit to Livermore. I wonder if you could comment on this really enduring relationship.
Well, so this has been going on for almost 50 years. And I believe it started in 77. And so we've been going at this for 50 years. We took a bit of a break during the pandemic, so we didn't have, but it's an annual visit that so every March, the group from Yoshikaido comes out, and they send out 20 students, and the students actually attend school here in Livermore. And then in October, 20 of our students go and actually attend school in Yoshikaido. It's about half an hour west of Tokyo. But it's a wonderful program. It's in front of City Hall, we have a number of cherry trees that were a gift from Yoshikaido.
That's right.
And we're actually replanting some of them now. Some of them were not doing real well, so we've replanted them, and it looks it's great. I was out here a few years ago, and we planted a cherry tree as a gift from the Consul General from Japan, and that's also right in front of City Hall. So this is an opportunity to share cultures and create friendships. Some of the friendships that have endured for decades, over thousands of miles. In fact, you performed the wedding for one of the sponsors, for the daughter of one of the sponsors. And last year I brought in her daughter to meet you, and that was a lot of fun. And it shows just how these friendships continue to last, for decades. This is a very stalwart group of supporters that have been supporting this for years. Keith Jess is the president. Cal Wood was the prior president, and this has been really a labor of love for many, many years. The young people love the program. As I said, they often come out here and they'll go to Yosemite or San Francisco. The American students that go out there from Livermore, they'll visit a number of the temples or the Osaka and some of the shopping districts of Tokyo. So it's a lot of fun having these cultural exchanges, because it creates a better understanding, and you see how students are how they're taught in Japan. One of the things that they do is they have rags that are held up on these like drying racks, and every morning the kids clean the floors of the school. And so I think, as we talked about earlier, when you're actually cleaning up the area, you're less inclined to litter. And I'm sure you wouldn't be picking up 200 pounds of litter in Yotsukaido, which we did just last weekend here in Livermore. So it's I think a valuable lesson to share these cultural experiences, and also to create these bonds and these friendships that really truly endure.
Well, I was very proud of the relationship, and in 1976, when we had the official start, I was the mayor then, and I was able to bring the flag that flew at the United States Capitol for 1976, and they have it on display there in Yotsukaido yet today.
Yep.
It's a wonderful relationship.
It is, and thank you for starting that.
Can you tell us about any upcoming events that might be close to your heart?
Well, the Livermore Police Volunteers are coming up working with the Livermore Area Recreation and Park District. It's going to be on Saturday, March 28th, so coming up pretty quick, at the Robert Livermore Community Center. It's going to have snacks and games and crafts. And since Easter is just around the corner, you can get a picture of the Easter Bunny. It's $12 for registration, but it's for all the participants, including parents or guardians. Children 2 years under are free. Space is limited, and no tickets will be sold at the door, but they can go to LARPD and register online. There'll be sweet treats and festive fun, and also the volunteers will be there to provide free child fingerprinting to keep families safe. So,
what a good idea.
Hoping to see everybody there. Also, it's near and dear to my heart. It'll be the 10th anniversary of the Science Poetry in a Test Tube. And I can't believe that's been going on for 10 years. And we've actually had people write. They can write on any subject that's dealing with science. But we've had a couple entries that was actually poetry in a test tube.
Can you bring some
was the
back?
subject. But it's any science-themed poem that they can come up with. We had one a few years ago on Schrodinger's cat, which I just thought was fabulous, because it's that wonderful philosophical treatise on whether a cat's actually alive or dead, and that's the basis of quantum physics. So Schrodinger's cat. But they can be any sort of poem, science themed. It could be haiku or doggerel, any length. More information can be found on the library website at library.livermoreca.gov. Submissions are due by April 1st.
There you go.
All right.
Anything else you might want to add?
No, but as I said, stay on stay attuned to the festivities coming up for Livermore's 150th anniversary. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, in June, we've got the rodeo coming up. So lots of things going on here in Livermore. And so just stay tuned. Go on to livermoreca.gov and get more information. Or you can see it right here on TV 30.
There you go. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching this edition of Mayor's Report Livermore. Join us for the next episode right here on Tri-Valley TV. I'm Dr. Marshall Kamina, and I thank you for joining us.